Hello, it's Emma and I'm from Kent Therapy Clinic and also from the APHP, and welcome to my video on alternatives to meditation. So you've tried sitting still and clearing your mind, and you know that you've got to take some time for yourself, so you're trying meditation. But then you find yourself thinking about the food shop, school pickup, or the whole list of things that you've got to do for work this week. Does this sound familiar? So the meditation goes out of the window, and you might actually be feeling more stressed than when you started. If this sounds like you, then there's simply no shame at all in not being able to meditate. I've heard clients over the years kind of berate themselves for it, just like saying I can't do it, or maybe I'm the only one who can't clear their mind and do this thing that's been heralded in some way as the ultimate skill to be able to muster. The reality is meditation is great for some people, but like everything in life, one size doesn't necessarily fit all people. So what can you do instead of meditation, which would give you the headspace and even time to think about things that you might need? My first suggestion is colouring and any other kind of activity that is repetitive. So this kind of thing has had a real resurgence over the past number of years, and that's because there's a lot of benefit to concentrating on one thing at the same time. And colouring between the lines is some people's preferred way of doing that. Doing something that you have to concentrate on can either focus the mind, so it can help you allow to get real sort of clarity and focus on one area of life that needs to be changed or altered in some way, or it can help to empty your mind of everyday worries and concerns. So relaxing and repetitive is the key there. It's really soothing and great for your mind. It doesn't have to be colouring, as long as it's a task that's fairly repetitive. And the same benefits will be found in things like crocheting, gardening, painting, jet washing the patio. Something that you don't really need to think too much about. My next tip is what I call automatic writing. So grab a pen or a pencil, a few bits of paper, and write 3 whole pages of text without even thinking about what's coming out. Automatic writing like this helps the mind clear itself of background worries, so it can also highlight the things that the mind thinks that you need to deal with. You don't censor it or bring logic to that writing, you just allow yourself to write whatever comes into your mind. Everything goes down on the page. It's incredibly cathartic. It doesn't need to make sense. So just try it. I underestimated just how powerful it was until I gave it a go. How about walking? People underestimate the power of walking as well. It's not only incredibly easy to do and a great form of low impact exercise, so it gets your heart racing and your legs pumping, but it really does help you to think. So if you've got a decision to make about something and you're in two minds about it, don't really know which way to go for a gentle stroll, because it helps if you're out in nature, but it doesn't have to be out in nature if you live in a town, for example. You could always pop some headphones on if you're in a busy environment with some peaceful music or whatever, and just walk. You'll discover that while you're mulling over that dilemma in your mind, your subconscious gives you clear solutions. And my final tip to clients, which often makes them laugh at first before they realise that it's really beneficial, is to go onto YouTube and watch Bob Ross. If you don't know who Bob Ross is, maybe you're too young, a bit young to know who he is fully. But as a child, I used to lay on the floor and I used to gaze up at the TV and I used to watch Bob Ross painting. His gentle, low voice and wonderfully quiet, unassuming way of communicating with the viewer always calmed me and made me feel mesmerised. I had some of my most creative thoughts and ideas while watching Bob Ross. But however you decide to think, or however you decide to clear your mind and relax, just make it part of what you do on a weekly basis. Some therapists will say daily, and that's fine if you have the time, but just doing these things on a semi-regular basis is enough to be massively beneficial to your mental health and well-being. If you have any other suggestions, pop them below so that other people can benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more hints and tips. I do content for my clients, but also for other therapists, so you're sure to find something that might appeal to you. Have a very happy week, and I'll speak to you soon.